very heavy.
Yeah, I know. I just carried it down 3 flights of stairs for you. Ready? Watch the back. Lift. Oh, come on, Seaman.
You know, I haven't opened this old toy chest in 10 years.
Yeah? How come?
Well, one day I decided to set aside the frivolous playthings of my youth and enter adulthood. Plus, my mummy said she'd confiscate them if I didn't.
It's nice of you to donate all this stuff to the toy drive.
Noblesse oblige, Tommy. The noble obligation to share with the needy. I'd do anything to make some poor scamp's day. Even if it means parting with a few meaningless old toys. Oh! Cobra Commander water gun? Keep. Skeletor Christmas album? Keep.
What about this?
Broken. Scamps can have it.
Oh, wow. What about this one?
Clue! I used to love this game. Vince and I would play this all the time. And to keep things interesting, we'd award extra points for the really creative murderers.
Who's Vince?
He was my imaginary friend. It's considered quite normal in children of advanced intellect.
Yeah, but no real friends.
Well, luckily as an adult, I now enjoy the respect and admiration denied to me as a child.
Hey, Count Dorcula, if you're finished playing with your dolls, dinner's ready.
The correct term is action figure. Do I interrupt her slumber parties? Well, there was that one time.
It's Vince, in the lair, with the lead pipe. And it's playtime.
I used to own this town. Now it's all turned upside down. I wish I could figure out. Do you think it's just a phase I'm going through? Just a phase I'm going through.
I guess there are plenty of cute girls in my school, but Lori Baxter was the only girl I wanted to ask out. And today was my day.
Hey, Tommy. Want to get together tonight?
Or maybe it was her day. Sure. What'd you have in mind? Bowling? A movie?
No, the cemetery.
Yeah, that sounds good, yeah. Hey, who's in that?
It's not a movie, Tommy. I mean, the cemetery. I think we could have fun there, don't you?
How exactly would we do that?
Well, it's dark, a little scary. We'd be all alone.
Yeah, well, besides the dead people, but...
Come on, what do you say? See you tonight?
Sure, yeah. The cemetery it is.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, not exactly an ordinary date, but I guess when you're with Lori Baxter, you can never expect the ordinary.
Hey, Merton, buddy!
Hang on. Where do I know you from?
Maybe this will give you a clue. It's Vince in the cafeteria with
Vince? My imaginary friend?
the one and only.
Having another dork-epileptic fit, freaker?
Just having a little animated conversation with my friend here.
Newsflash. You're alone. As usual.
They can't see Vince because they don't believe in Vince. But you believe in me, don't you?
What Merton believes is referring to oneself in the third person is pretentious.
Merton, buddy, you haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have. In every possible way.
Oh, come on. You still wet the bed, right?
No! Rarely. Look, you are a product of my fertile childhood imagination. I conceived of you, and now I'm unconceiving of you. Goodbye.
Merton, buddy, it's playtime.
No, it's school time. You can't talk to me anymore. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Edgy with an irrepressible goth flair? Sure. Crazy? No.
Merton, who you talking to?
No, one.
Don't you want to introduce Vince?
Hey, listen, you got a minute?
No, I don't. Yeah, I do.
You sure you're not busy?
I ignored Vince.
Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Well, you see, it's well, I kind of have a date with Lori.
A date? Where?
The cemetery?
Oh, the cemetery. That's perfect. The darkness, the solitude, the gamey scent of freshly dug graves.
What are you doing? Listen, anyways, I know you said you were cool with whatever happened between me and her, but
Say no more, Tommy. Go trip the light fantastic. Paint the town red. Raise the proverbial roof.
Right. Thanks. I just wanted to make sure.
What the?
So I had a few pre-date jitters, and I kind of wolfed out. Sure, it was a little annoying, but I didn't mind. I guess when you have a night planned with a girl like Lori, you feel like nothing can get in your way. Almost nothing.
It's Vince in the lair with
The noose. Yeah, I get it. Ugh. Can't you see I don't play games anymore? What I mean is, 10 years ago, I decided to put my toys away, forget about my imaginary friend, and become a man. Of course, I was 8, but still.
You locked Vince up in that chest too, little buddy. But no hard feelings. Vince is back and it's playtime.
I don't want to play with my imaginary friend.
Ooh.
I am not a child anymore. I'm a high school senior. I should be out on a date right now. Like Tommy.
That's what's bothering you. You wish you were on that date instead of Tommy. You're jealous. Well, don't worry, little buddy. Vince will take care of Tommy for you. That's what you really want.
No. What I really want is for you to disappear.
Got it. Make Tommy disappear.
No. Repeat after me. I won't hurt Tommy.
Vince will hurt.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
It'll be Vince in the cemetery with a candlestick.
It's Merton in the lair. Freaking out!
Okay, so the cemetery wasn't exactly the most romantic spot for our first date. But with some flowers, I figure you can make the magic happen anywhere.
Hey, look at you. What's up with the church clothes?
Well, you know, I just wanted to look good for our first date.
Date? Tommy, this is not a date.
No, right. Did I say date? Because I meant to say that I wanted to look good for our first, what is this exactly?
This is just getting together and having a little fun. You know, maybe finding some evil bad guys and beating them up. Do you have something behind your back?
Well, no, why, what?
Flowers? You did think it was a date. That's so sweet.
No, see, these weren't for you.
Oh.
No, they're for, with this John Rusk here. Yeah. Good old Johnny. Rest in peace, big guy. Okay, well, let's go find some bad guys, right? I mean, that's why we're here.
Hang on, Tommy, look. I obviously gave you the wrong idea about tonight, and I'm sorry, but I just thought we'd hang out and
Nobody
stuff.
messes with my little buddy.
It's just that, you know, we haven't really talked about this whole going out thing, and...
Say that I wanted to ask you out. I mean, I don't know, what would you say?
I'd probably say...
No! No! What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm trying to date, remember?
Martin! Tommy, are you alright?
What is your problem?
Martin!
You're not gonna believe this, but my imaginary friend...
Hey, what's going on out there?
Tommy, someone's coming. You gotta get out of here. Go.
I realize it looks like I just punched my best friend in the stomach in a fit of jealous rage, but...
Can you try and be mature just once?
Oh. I guess that nixes my imaginary friend's story.
Okay, my night with Lori was a disaster. But if there's anything I've learned from football, it's this. When you get sacked, you shake it off and make the next play. Lori,
Yes.
excuse me?
Yes, I want to go on a date with you. Just as long as it doesn't involve any fancy French restaurants or movies starring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks in your plans.
I was thinking we could order in some,
Chinese food? Rent a couple of...
Jackie Chan movies. Think we're onto something here.
Well, sounds perfect. I'll see you tonight.
All right,
Bye.
see ya.
Yes. Tommy, about last night.
Yeah, what about last night? I thought you said you were cool with Lori and I.
I am cool. Cold, even.
Then what was up with the flying tackle?
Would you believe I'm protecting you from my psychopathic imaginary friend?
No. What I would believe is that you got jealous and you couldn't come out and say it, so you made up some lame story about an imaginary friend.
Yes, that would appear to be what I'm doing, but look.
Merton, I really like Lori, okay? And you're gonna have to learn to deal with that.
Why is it so hard to believe that my imaginary friend was trying to bludgeon you with a weapon from a board game? You can get back to me on that. Vince? Vince?
You've picked up some new toys since the last time I saw you. What is this thing?
Be careful. That's not a toy. It has a very sensitive... trigger. Oh. Look, Vince, about last night.
Oh, yeah! That was great, wasn't it? What a team! We really taught that guy a lesson.
That guy is my best friend.
Vince is your best friend.
No, Vince is a figment of my imagination who I haven't thought about in years. When I was a kid, you were there for me, and I appreciate that. But I'm not a kid anymore. What we had is over.
So you want to see other people?
Yes. No. Vince, I don't need you anymore.
Well, maybe Vince doesn't need you anymore.
Yes! Exactly!
Maybe you're just a worthless excuse for a friend.
Well, that seems a bit harsh.
Maybe Vince should get rid of you right now.
What? Actually, I'm not on board with you with that last one. I don't see what getting rid of me will accomplish. I mean, aside from the initial fleeting sense of satisfaction.
Well, it'll be just like old times, won't it, Merton, buddy? When we used to play hide and seek. Only this time, if Vince finds you, it's your turn to go into the chest for 10 years. You have 30 seconds.
You know, when you give in to vengefulness, the only one you hurt is you. And possibly me.
25 seconds.
This is ridiculous. I refuse to...
19!
It's nice of your brother to give us some privacy.
Yeah, right. Saget, Stamos, and the Olsen twins. That is a full house. No doubt about it. My first date with Lori was going great. The mood was perfect, the movie was awesome, and even my fortune cookie said that tonight was my lucky night. Nothing could ruin the moment.
Tommy! Lori!
Except that.
You gotta help me. My imaginary friend has turned psychotic, and now I'm caught in a twisted game of killer hide and seek.
We're that's it.
No,
That's just about enough of you, man.
I'm in real danger. You gotta believe me. As long as you've known me, have I ever lied?
You told the cheerleader yesterday you were Matt Damon's brother.
But have I ever lied to you?
Yes, a bunch of times.
Okay, but look, Vince shot me with my own crossbow. If I'm lying, how do you explain this?
Moth hole.
Old shirt?
Got it on a nail?
Fine, I'll face Vince on my own. I was hoping to go quietly in my sleep, but death at the hands of an imaginary madman could be fun too.
Can you believe this?
Okay, that was sarcasm, people. Come on, help me. Help me. Please, I'm begging you on bended knee. Figuratively, of course. Hardwood floors, murder on the knees.
Okay, fine. But if you're lying, you're dead.
Tough but fair. Hey, come on! Hey, come on! Okay. Vince spent the last 10 years trapped in this toy chest, so logically, we should be able to trap him in here again. Of course, logically, he wouldn't exist in the first place.
Ready or not, here comes Vince! You can't hide, Merton. You created Vince, remember? Vince knows how you think.
There he is!
I don't see anyone.
It's because you don't believe in him. You have to believe in him to see him.
You know, I'm not buying any of this, okay?
Yeah, how about now?
Okay, I'm coming around.
If it's any consolation, I can see him too. Other kids have giant bunnies for imaginary friends. You have a green-haired psychopath.
Well, until today, he was more of a scallywag than a psychopath, but I see your point. Right, that's because Vince stands for Mr. Invincible. Did I forget to mention that? I should have also mentioned the optic laser beams. And the plasma bolts.
Hey, Vince, how about an imaginary kick in the ribs, you freak?
Hey, Merton, does he have any weaknesses you mind telling us about? Come on!
Well, he always did have a passion for the game Clue.
It's Vince in the cafeteria with the deadly plasma bolts.
See what I mean? Wait a minute. Hey, Vince, what do you say to one last game?
You know, Vince is always up for playtime, little buddy.
It's nice to have an imaginary friend. But you know what? It's better to have real ones.
What?
I don't believe in you anymore, Vince.
Playtime's over, Vince.
Nice move, Merton.
Yeah, I don't like to get rough, but Merton Dingle can only be pushed so far. All right, I'm gonna get a padlock for that.
Now that's what I call a date. Come on.
Well, Vince wasn't Merton's imaginary friend anymore, but in all the confusion, we forgot to get rid of that toy chest. So, who knows? Maybe Vince is someone else's imaginary friend now.
What happened?
It's playtime.
As for me and Lori, I think I saw a few more dates in our future, and I was pretty sure Merton wouldn't be getting in the way anymore.
Tommy, Lori. I think the new janitor is an evil leprechaun. You gotta believe me. What? It's short? It's got the red hair? It's a little dance of Harley, Barley, Harley, Harley. You know, guys, come on.